Today in the hot seat, we do have the biggest cheat in the FIFA community is the one and only Atani. Welcome to the channel.
What? Wait, has anyone seen your James episode? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, well, didn't exactly go to play. Well, like I didn't intentionally try and cheat James out of those FIFA points. That was just pure stupidity on my half. So mainly my fault, just for being an idiot. But nevertheless, he got 12k in the end, so not bad.
That's what the biggest cheat would say. Sure.
Yeah, you got to take some of the blame away. I'd say my cheating, in a way, just it wasn't my fault. It's kind of a bit of everything. You'll have to check out the video if you haven't seen it already, because you'll probably not understand what I'm trying to say. How do you think you're going to do today, Atani, then?
Worse than the first time, I would say, unless the questions are non-FIFA related.
So have you not been playing FIFA that much recently?
No, I have not actually. I've been enjoying the sun.
Yeah. You usually stream for about half an hour, don't you? See if the content's any good, and then see you in a bit, guys.
If that.
If that. You're just like, bang on 6. Nah,
yep.
Not going to bother today.
I'm actually surprised people actually play Weekend League. To be honest, I'm actually surprised if you don't make money from FIFA, people play it. That's how surprised I am. Yep.
It is quite, like, especially at this stage of the game where everyone's got like 90 rated players, like, realistically, like this week, for example, with the Ligue and red picks, you're basically looking for Mbappe or Neymar, or else it's kind of a bit meh. It's kind of like, what was the point in doing that? Because none of those other players, like maybe Ben Yedder, but most of them just aren't that great.
Exactly. Also, like, prime moments, some of them are not viable anymore. Like, you're getting centre-backs with 90 pace. Like, what is going on anymore, you know? Yeah,
like, I've got Moments Cantona, who's worth like 3 mil, but like he doesn't outpace any of those players. Like, he's just really, like, I don't know, just
then
not that good for saying how expensive he is.
Then you get SBC Gomez. Like, it's already hard enough to break down defenses. Now we get him.
The regular Gomez was good enough, and now Yale go, let's boost him up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And so, like, the problem is there's 2 different kinds of team of the season plays. Some that are going for pennies, and the good ones are going for over millions. So, like, it's impossible.
There's no, like, middle ground.
Exactly.
Like,
the middle ground is, like, he's a popular player, I guess, but he's not going to be insane in the game, you know?
Okay, 15 questions, 3 lifelines, possible 100,000 FIFA points. Best luck, Atani. Let's play Who Wants to Be a FIFA Millionaire? Question number 1 is for 100 FIFA points. Who is the biggest cheat in the FIFA community? Is it A, Atani, B, Luke Pingu, C, FIFA Pete, or D,
Wait, what is that? No wonder people are calling you a cheat. What is that question? That is all opinionated. How am I meant to answer that?
Give your opinion on what you think the biggest cheat is. Do you know who FIFA Pete is?
I do know who FIFA is. Is it the guy that ran to Facebook?
No,
that's Pistol Pete. That's
Pistol Pete. Yeah, there's 2 different Petes.
Okay.
So FIFA Pete, I think he had a card game, and what he'd do is, like, I think you'd like kind of spend money, like you'd either sub to the channel or whatnot, and you'd play this game. And he basically just cheated with this card game. Like, he moved the cards basically and cheated. Ex-Notorious obviously looked at the controller during that, was it Kick TV event?
I remember it was against Bates in that one.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I think Rossi HD won that event as well.
Yeah, he did. Who do you think's the biggest cheat then, Atani?
Yeah, but there's so many, like, different answers to this. No wonder people... Listen. This is probably the hardest starting question ever in a FIFA Millionaire. He's asking me, a guy about that cheated his subscribers out of, you know, money, and then he's asking me about a guy that is hosting FIFA Millionaire, but then asking dumb questions like this to James, who scammed, like, he got scammed literally, and now he's asking me if I'm a cheat. Wait, who's the 4th one?
Ex-Notorious.
And he cheated as well, so...
Yeah. They're all cheats. What if Atani?
But I'm assuming, because I am the guest, it's going to be me. So...
Final answer.
Final answer. Wait.
And that is the correct answer. Okay. That is the correct answer.
But this is where I lose straight away.
Yeah. I made all of these options were available, Atani. You could have picked any of them, and I'd have given you the correct answer.
Oh, is it? Oh my god!
I thought I'd,
that's embarrassing. Listen, this is the funniest part is This is how you know Pingu's running out of questions, boys.
Question number 2 is for 200 FIFA points. What is the minimum required leagues to create a hybrid squad builder on FIFA Ultimate Team? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3? You're an expert in this area, aren't you, Tony?
This is quite a difficult question, actually. The funny part is, you could literally put 10 players in from the same league, and then one like goalkeeper from a different league, right? And you'll be like, that's a hybrid, because actually it is a hybrid. But people are like, oh, it's only one guy, you know? Like, what is that? But it's the answer's 2.
Jack has his rules. Jack has his rules with, like, you have to have 4 players from the different, like, 3 leagues and whatnot. But yeah, you do have the correct answer with 2. Just thought I'd throw that one in there as your very expertise in the area.
Dude, don't let me start on Jack. Like, that guy, every time I go on his series, something's changed in the rules, you know? And he expects me to remember, like, which of these have 2 brothers, which of these have a son, which of these can be in 2 nations, or which one, like, has a baby recently. I don't even know what he does, and he wants me to remember all that in 7 minutes as I'm creating the squad as well.
Question number 3 is for 300 FIFA points. Who scored the winning goal in the 2021 Champions League final? Is it A, Havertz, B, Mount, C, Werner, or D, Giroud?
I don't even think Giroud even got time to play. Werner is still in, you know, in that Torres sort of.
Yeah, he could have at least had 2 or 3 goals in that final himself. He scuppered a few chances for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And also there was another, not a sitter, but a crazy opportunity for, what's his name, Pulisic. Missed it. I think he tried to dink it above the keeper as well.
Yeah, in the second half.
Yeah, I enjoyed that match actually, but Havertz is the right answer. And I think, what's his name? Alisson could have gotten red carded there, right? If he never scored.
Edison. But
Edison,
yeah.
sorry. My God.
Got the Brazilian goalkeepers mixed up. You're just thinking walkout fodder.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do have the correct answer, well done, Atani.
But he would have gotten red carded, right? Because he came out and stopped it outside the penalty area while he was trying to dribble past him.
Yeah.
With his hands.
I'm not too sure. Because they did, I think it was it 2006 when Arsenal, Barcelona, and Lehmann did a very similar thing. Like, took down, I think it was Eto'o.
Yeah.
But then Barcelona ended up scoring, but the referee pulled it back and sent off the goalkeeper, so...
Yeah, because you can't do both of them, so...
Yeah. Question number 4 is for 500 FIFA points. Which of the following ratings is Player of the Month Joe Willock? Is it A, 80, B, 82, C, 84, or D, 86?
Ugh, you know what? This one is... not a good question for me, because I know it's either 82 or 84. That is 100%. But I'm leaning more towards 82 because I remember seeing so many screens about him, and his stats were dreadful for this stage of FIFA.
Yeah, for the end of May.
Yeah.
He does start as a 71.
Yeah. He does. I know he was, but is he 82 or 84? That is the question. I'm leaning more towards 82 though. I remember seeing 82 for some reason flashing in my head. You know what? It's 500 points this one, right?
Yep.
I really don't want to use a lifeline, but I'm gonna go 82. Don't care.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You weren't 100% sure on that.
Oh my god, I thought you said it was 100%.
But you do have the correct answer.
Okay, oh my
it is
god.
82. I thought that was a good one because, like, as you said, you've not been on the game that much.
Nah. But I do remember...
I guess you haven't done him, so...
No, I haven't done it, but I did see so many people complaining on Twitter and posting his card and stuff. I'm like, oh, 82 Play of the Month, what is this?
I don't know why EA just didn't give him like an 85 or whatnot. Like, I don't know why they just thought, let's give him an 82 and, you know, accept that.
Honestly, I don't know why EA exists, but they do, so.
Question number 5 is for 750 FIFA points. How late was the Team of the Season Aouar SBC released on the first day of the Ligue Team of the Season? Is it A, half an hour, B, an hour, C, an hour and a half, or D, 2 hours?
I definitely know it wasn't on time, that's for sure, but I remember seeing it around 7 to 7:30. It could be like they followed the same schedule, because I know they did an event that coincided with the Team of the Season, and people need to watch that, and usually when they do that, the players come out at 7:30. Now, I am not 100% sure here, so I'm going to go with the 50-50 for this one.
He's using a lifeline.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not sure. So, it's either 7 or 7:30. I don't think it was 6:30. 6:30 was one of the options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony's uses 50-50, and the two remaining answers are C, an hour and a half, and D, 2 hours.
Not the most ideal situation to be in, but I'm going to have to go with the hour and a half. That's their schedule for Team of the Year, and they had, I'm hoping they had the same sort of schedule for this one.
And you do have the correct answer, well done, Tony. I don't know if you saw my banger tweet that I did. Basically, they tweeted it out at like 7:30, and I was like, this is only an hour and a half late, with his name being Aouar. So,
wow.
I did well.
No wonder you're single, mate.
What do you mean I got a girlfriend? Question number 6 is for 1,000 FIFA points. You get this one correct, you're guaranteed 1,000. You've got 2 lifelines as well, Atani, so if you need a bit of help, they're always there.
And I'll be better than Rob, at least.
Yeah, at least, just get the 1,000 and then happy days, you're not the worst. Who of the following FIFA YouTubers have the most YouTube subscribers? Is it A, AJ3, B, Nepenthes, C, Castro, or D, Matt HD Gamer?
Ooh, this is a hard one, actually.
Because they're all in that ballpark kind of similar area.
I'm thinking either Castro or Nep in this situation. I know Nep grinds, like, FIFA a lot. I know he's like probably one of the hardest working people in this field. I think I'm not even sure if he still does the second channel or not, but he does work a lot. But then Castro is obviously the most popular, I would say.
He's a Twitch streamer at heart.
He is, but he does have an editor as well, so he doesn't have to do much. This is hard.
Yeah, but I could have maybe put this one a little bit higher, because it's not exactly like, it's kind of FIFA related, because obviously it's with the community and stuff like that, but
yeah. And also, it could have easily just changed recently or something like that, I don't know. It's not often I check people's channels. Who would be knowledgeable in this situation? I want to try and save my, like, ask the audience for a way harder question, because I feel like someone might know. Now, if only I had Nep's number, you know? That would have helped.
I'm sure you've got Andy's number, so there's one potential.
I do have Andy's number, but last time,
or have you kind of...
last time he messed me over, so...
Yeah, I guess he did mess you up with that that question.
Yeah.
But that was kind of... not kind of karma for your Borja Valero pick.
That is. Said. But who the hell lies about Borja Valero? Anyway.
Or what, under the bridge?
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, you know what? Since it's been a theme, I'll call Andy. The thing is, I don't even know if he's available right now, but we'll see.
So Tony's used his phone a friend, and we do have Andy here.
Hello. Has he scammed you yet, mate?
He's asking you, Bingu?
I'm asking you, Tony. Has he scammed you yet? Has he scammed you out of his lifelines? Out of your lifelines?
I think I still have 3 lifelines, right?
You used the 50-50 just.
Yeah.
And did he leave like 3 answers there and 3 of them are correct or something like that?
What do you mean? It's in Pingu's hands. How is it going to be me doing that?
No, I'm saying Pingu's scamming you, mate. For once, I'm not calling you a cheat. I'm calling
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to him. You know, he had the balls to say who's the biggest cheat, and he had me in that question. What?
Especially last episode of FIFA Millionaire.
Exactly, especially after that, because that's what he told me, and it was disgusting. Like I nearly puked on my keyboard after hearing it.
Back again, though, aren't I? I'm everybody's most trusted guest. Have I even got one of these right yet, Pingu?
I don't think so. That's the funny part.
Nice.
So basically, the reason I called you is to see if you could get one of them right. So
Give me another chance.
yeah, because you know, when you called me, you lost. When I called you, I lost.
Back
It's all even now.
Go on, hit me with the question then. Let's
All right. So this question isn't really about knowledge, but you are included in the answers. And unless you really check, you know what? I'm gonna ask it. Who of the following FIFA YouTubers have the most YouTube subscribers? Is it A, Andy, B, Nep, C, Castro, or D, Matt HD Gamer?
It's not me.
So in my mind, I was like, it's either Castro or Nep.
I think it's either Nep or Matt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm leaning more towards Nep then, if it's between them two.
I think Matt's got about 2.5 million.
What do you think about Nep?
If I had to guess Nep, I'd say 2.2.
Oh, what? So you're saying Matt has the most?
I think so. I've got 1.5. I don't know Castro though. So, but the thing is with Castro, and kind of with me as well. Well, definitely with me, and I guess definitely with Castro too. I haven't been doing YouTube as long as Matt and Nep have.
Okay.
But even for them extra years, I probably wouldn't catch up that extra 1,700,000 subs because FIFA YouTube's kind of plateaued a little bit in terms of like channel growth size.
Compared to before, for sure.
Yeah, so like in like FIFA 15 when I was blowing up, like Nep already had 1 million subs and I was catching up from like 200,000 to 1 million. And anyway, that's irrelevant. So it's definitely not me. I've got the least, I think.
Okay. Well, who do you think
I might
then?
have more than Castro, but I don't actually know. My only logic with that is Castro has been for ages very big on Twitch, but only in the last couple of years started to do
YouTube.
Serious YouTube content, I guess, rather than just like stream recording himself on OBS. I mean, I could be like completely out of place here because I haven't looked at FIFA YouTube properly for years, but like I know back in the day Castro used to just kind of stream record his stream, whereas now he puts up like proper, in inverted commas, like edited YouTube videos.
This is where Castro is actually the biggest album.
So what I'm saying is I don't actually know at all for Castro because for the past few years I haven't really paid attention to other people's channels. I kind of just done my own thing.
Yeah.
I do know that Castro's makes a lot more serious YouTube content now and his channel's grown a lot, and I think he if you're talking about views per video or something like that, I know Castro's #1.
Yeah.
Out of the four of us. But I don't know if his channel has had time to catch up in terms of subscribers. Does that make sense? Just because it's only been the past few years, whereas my channel's like 8 years old and Nep's channel's like 12 years old or something like that.
So who do you think has the most?
See, how much is this for?
The 1,000, mate.
1,000?
Yeah, look how hard this question is for 1,000.
What?
I don't know. I think I've messed up. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a bit of a mess up where I put this question. I didn't think it would be this. I know. I kind of.
If you'd have made it more obvious.
Yeah, I think if I gave you some different
options. If you did
options,
like tiers, like someone with 100k subs, like James, and then someone with like 500,000 subs, 700k subs, and said like Reeve, and then you said me for like 1.5 million, and maybe you said the Tawny. If you said that, who's got the most subs then? Like, it's
but this is for 1,000.
Is it? Yeah. Is it the guy who's got just over 2 mil subs, or the guy who's got just over 2 mil subs? Who's got more subs? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm absolutely 100% certain that it's not me because I know Nep and Matt have more subs than me because I know they've got over 2 million and I've kind of plateaued around 1.5.
For me, I thought... Wait. For me, I said it's either between Nep or Castro, but then you came in and said Matt is up there.
Matt's got over 2 million subs.
Yeah, so at that point, I have no idea then.
Yeah. If you made me... I can't believe this is 1,000. You've already used your 50-50.
I have used my 50-50.
Before 1,000!
Dude.
Okay.
You should see the questions he's asking me, mate.
I know. What was that? For 200 FIFA points.
To be fair,
what's the most viewed FIFA
really
video of all time?
No. I asked him how late the Team of the Season Aouar SBC was released.
How late?
Yeah. So it was half an hour, an hour and a half, or 2 hours.
Have you been scammed, Tiny? Because they released it as bronzes and then brought it back as well, didn't they?
Well, I followed the schedule of Team of the Year, right? 1 hour and a half. But then I was like, I don't know when exactly they released it, so I just said...
I know nothing come out and then everyone was like, oh, hour. But I'd say half an hour.
But you look at the questions I have to deal with in the first 5.
Absolute scammer, mate. I would guess...
Well, Pingu said he's going to help us, actually.
I would guess Matt.
Okay, Pingu, go on. What were you going to say?
I'm saying that's my final answer. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just incredibly curious now.
I'm thinking Nep. Are you sure it's Matt?
To be fair, I kind of could have put this a lot higher.
Well, you didn't, and now we're here.
I'm trying to give you a clue, but doesn't completely give you the answer. Yeah, if I say that, that'll just give it away because I think Andy had another piece of information.
All right. So you think it's Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't have much of an idea of who actually is the biggest out of what you've given me, so I'm gonna have to go with Andy's saying. I'm gonna go with Matt.
You trust in your friend?
I'm gonna trust Andy.
And for the first time, that trust has paid off. You do have the correct answer. Matt was the only one with over 2 mil. I think Matt's got like 2.3, and then Nep and Castro are quite similar actually, which is quite surprising.
I've just started looking,
Nep, yeah.
Nep's got 1.95. Castro's got 1.85.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how is that question even fair? They're all like correct.
Yeah.
They're so close.
Yeah, and I've got 1.5. It's not that much. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, if I threw out Castro and put in like, I don't know, just Atani for example,
or you, or even you.
Yeah,
if it was
even
me, Matt, Atani, James, that's a fair 1,000 FIFA point question.
This is like this is the million point question. That's what it should be.
What if I did it like I don't know. Anyway,
thanks, Andy.
Well done.
No worries.
Yeah,
I just come on FIFA Millionaire. Sorry, you don't have my face cam either, Pingo. I've just realised I've only recorded my microphone. So
yeah, no worries. The only reason I did that last week was because Danny recorded
running
them
for
all,
a field is hilarious.
Yeah. And I had to subtitle Danny in. So that's.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah. So basically, his audio didn't record, so I had to subtitle all the things Danny said.
No worries. I finally got one.
It was a hard one as well. So
also, I was completely wrong with all of my facts and stuff as well. I'm looking at Castro's
One of
channel
your facts was that Matt's got over 2 mil. You knew that.
Matt's got 2. I knew that. I thought Nep had 2 as well.
Yeah.
Views per video is actually me.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, but subs, I'm last. I've scrolled back as far as I could to see when Castro started like smashing out FIFA YouTube. It was way longer ago than I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
I literally haven't got a clue, but somehow I knew Matt had more than 2 mil subs, so that was sad.
Well, it worked. It worked. Whatever you did, it worked. So
let's go.
Who were the cover stars for the FIFA 18 Standard Edition and Icon Edition? So the Standard Edition had 1 player, and the Icon Edition had an icon, of course. Is it A, Messi and Maradona, B, Ronaldo and Ronaldo, C, Messi and Cruyff, or D, Ronaldo and Raul? Can you remember the FIFA 18?
I do kind of. I definitely know it's Ronaldo on the icon. So it's out of the 2 questions. It was Ronaldo and Ronaldo, right?
Yep.
And Ronaldo and Raul.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with Ronaldo.
The 2 Ronnies. Final answer.
Final answer.
And that is the correct answer. Well done, Atani.
Thank you.
quite a good question, I think, because it's quite recent, but at the same time, it's about remembering what that other icon edition was.
Well, I had the icon edition, so it helped.
Well, there you go. That's giving you a big lift up there.
So, like, the image is engraved in my brain.
Yeah, just seeing R9 every time you watch the game. I don't know why they'd even put like Raul on the cover. Like, he's a decent footballer. He's not like FIFA cover worthy, really. But no. I don't know. I just had to make up somebody else.
Yeah, and Ronaldo was like way higher rated, so he is the second highest rated icon, right?
Yeah, Pele.
Yeah, I can't believe this is the question after it, after the other question. Anyway, doesn't matter. We've already distinguished that was way too hard for a 1,000 FIFA point question.
Yeah, I'd say that's the hardest part of the series, is knowing what kind of level to put the question at. I don't know. Hindsight, I now know that was a lot harder than it was. Which of the following UCL Road to the Final cards are the highest rated? Is it A, Gabriel Jesus, B, Mo Salah, C, Jan Oblak, or D, Eden Hazard?
This is hard, because, as you know, don't play the game as much.
You could work out by
the base
knowing
cards.
What their gold is, and then working out each round that they got to, and then the upgrades basically. So just take your time if you need a little bit. If you want to write down what their base is and then work out where they finish.
Yeah. Can I write it down then? Yeah.
Yeah, you can write it down. Get your whiteboard or whatever.
Who were the answers? Oblak, Salah,
Gabriel Jesus, and Eden Hazard.
I remember. I think the problem is, I think Real Madrid got the furthest. No, obviously Gabriel Jesus got the furthest because they're in the final.
He starts out a lot lower.
Yeah, he does start a lot lower. But Hazard, obviously Real Madrid got to the semis. And he is high rated, I think, this year. I can't even remember what his rating, because his rating, I know he's a walkout, but he's like the forgotten card, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like, nobody uses that.
I've never seen it in the squad. No. Never even seen his special cards. I've never seen them.
Yeah, he's literally only got that. The road to the final is his only special card this year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I've never even seen that. I've never seen the normal. Never seen the special card. No one gets excited about that Hazard because he's not that good in game, in my opinion. So.
So what rating? Oblak's.
Oblak is Oblak is the highest. I think base card out of all of these. Or Salah.
What rating Salah?
I think he's 90. Can't remember actually. Never used him either. I don't really see him either, you know.
You see a few people with his TOTS card.
Yeah, because of that 2-star week, I think he has, right? Or 3. Can't remember.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah,
it might be 4. I don't know. Let's have a look. No, it's 3. It's 3. Yeah, 3. You were right. Just ignore me.
Yeah, I know he was 1-footed, so.
So if he starts as a, if Oblak's 91, do you know where Atletico finished?
Not really, actually. Not kept up with them, but I do know Jesus is definitely not one of them. Like, this is out. Like, you know what? I'm gonna ask the audience for this one. I'm actually not sure.
So Tiny's used is ask the audience, and we do have the results back in. Gabriel Jesus with 8.2%, Mo Salah with 44.4%, Jan Oblak with 32.8%, and Eden Hazard with 14.5%. So what are you going to go for, Tiny? It's not the biggest of differences.
What I don't understand is the audience like literally going to lie, or they just don't know and they're guessing because they could literally just Google it or go on Footbin and know.
It's the people that have voted for like Jesus, where literally that card couldn't possibly do it because there isn't enough rounds in the Champions League from a 83
That's
gold.
why I said to you, it's definitely not him, because the others are way higher, and I also know Real Madrid got to the semis, so I know Hazard is already higher than him.
He's only got 14.5%.
Yeah, but
So
Salah,
kind of between Salah and Oblak.
of course, but what I'm wondering is why are people lying rather than just voting for the right question? Anyway, Salah has the highest, right?
Are you locking that in as your final answer?
No, but I'm asking you, is he the highest out of...
What do you mean highest? I can't just give you the answer.
No, as in the percentage of the votes.
Yeah, Salah's got the most. I thought you were like, is Salah the highest?
I'm like, what's this guy
rated?
doing? Is he gonna tell...
Yeah, Salah won the vote. So are you
Okay.
going to trust the audience with their majority?
I am gonna go with the majority.
They have been wrong in the past.
They wouldn't do that to me.
Oblak base gold is 91,
Okay.
and Salah's is 90. But you do have the correct answer. It is Mo Salah. Well done, Atani.
Holy-
That was a tight one, I must say, because I think Atletico, they must have gone out in the 16, and then Liverpool have gone out in the quarters. Must have
That's
been how
what made
went
it
out.
hard for me, because I cannot remember where they went out.
Question number 9 is for 4,000 FIFA points. Which of the following Premier League teams did Steve Mandanda play for on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team? Is it A, Aston Villa, B, Southampton, C, Crystal Palace, or D, West Ham? I think he was 85 rated as well on FIFA 17.
He was always fodder. I'm pretty sure, like... but there's
Literally
no...
the year SBCs came out, he was fodder straight away.
Oh, man, this is not that easy for me. Just because none of... Like, I'm trying to see if there's an image that hits my head with that badge, and I just cannot.
The French flag as well.
Yeah. Could you tell me the answers again?
Yep. Aston Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace, or West Ham.
West Ham, Crystal Palace, Southampton. And what's the other one?
Aston Villa. If you do, I don't know. I won't tell you this now, but I think, I don't know.
I'm feeling more towards Crystal Palace or West Ham. I don't know why I'm feeling one of those. Just because of the badge. I'm just trying to imagine the badge in my head. FIFA 17. Which one is it?
Because Crystal Palace have got like blue and red on their badge.
I know what the
Just
badge
the,
looks like.
French
I'm
flag.
This man, he's a troll.
West Ham have got some hammers on it.
Oh my god. I know what the badges look like. I'm just trying to imagine which one he had on the card.
I think he actually got an upgrade as well. He went from 83 to 85. Only played nine games for one of these clubs, and then went back to Marseille. So it was literally a one-season thing.
Yeah, that's
but
the thing.
EA for
That's
some
why
reason upgraded him.
That's why I probably cannot remember what the badge is.
You got no more lifelines, Atani. So
I thought I had phone a friend.
you used Andy, mate. What do you mean?
Okay.
Do you not remember talking to Andy for about 10 minutes ago?
Well, you'd forget.
No. I'm happy now. You've got no lifelines. You're just on your own.
You know what? I don't know why the Crystal Palace badge just... I'm going to go Crystal Palace.
Final answer.
Final answer.
I don't think it could have been Aston Villa, because I think they're in the Championship that season, and I've just realised that after writing the question. So they weren't an option at all. And you did narrow it down to West Ham and Crystal Palace, the two London-based clubs. And you do have the correct answer. It is Crystal Palace. Well done, Atani. You've actually pulled that one out of the bag. There must be some like background, like in the back of your head. You've just got that Palace badge.
I don't know why. I just
slightly gleaming.
Yeah, the Palace badge just kept, you know, it was West Ham or Crystal Palace. I knew it was not Southampton. And for some reason, I knew it couldn't have been Aston Villa, but I don't know if they were in the Championship at that time.
I can't quite remember. I think,
but I just left them out. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
I just left them out.
Question number 10 is for 5,000 FIFA points. Which of the following countries recently called up Blackburn Rovers striker Ben Brereton? Is it A, Argentina, B, Bolivia, C, Chile, or D, Ecuador?
I was about to say something, but it's probably not allowed because you'll probably get demonetized.
Brilliant.
But you could probably beep it out. Who the
I'm not going to lie, Tony, this is niche. If you didn't see it on Twitter last week, it was really rant, because obviously he was born in Stoke-on-Trent. He's so English, but it turns out his mum was from one of these South American countries, so he's being called up for their international squad.
Okay. Can you tell me the nations again?
Yep, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador.
I'm not gonna think Argentina. Like Argentina has
playing next to Messi.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like it's definitely not gonna be Argentina. Bolivia is not a known, like not a crazy known country, you know. So it could be Ecuador. I don't even know. Who's the other one?
I guess the name doesn't really help you.
No.
Chile.
Chile. So at least it's more like 33% chance that I could get it right now.
You got 1 in 3.
Yeah. Oh, but damn, man, this is hard.
I could have maybe put this one at like the YouTube account one. I could have put this higher, but I don't know why. I've just been rather mean to Atari today, giving him some very tricky questions for a person that doesn't even play the game that much as well.
Yeah, but it's not something you play. Like this got nothing to do with FIFA.
This is completely irrelevant to FIFA as well. This is whether he saw it on Twitter,
and this is not something that I would like look at and press on it to see where he went. You know, like it's not an article I would check out. This is literally going to be a guess, but there is a decent chance to get it right. 33% around there.
You take your chances with that.
What's the FIFA points?
Currently on 4,000.
4,000. That's a decent amount for you.
So
know.
this is for 5.
Yeah. But I'd rather get to
take a swing.
Yeah, I'd rather take a swing. I'm gonna go with Bolivia.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You're right to rule out Argentina. I tried to basically have A, B, C, and D, but there's no South American countries with D, so I had to put Ecuador.
Yeah. I got it wrong though.
You were correct to rule out Argentina because obviously they're just way too good. But yeah, you are wrong. It was actually Chile. His mother was Chilean. Is Chilean, and he's been called up for the Chile squad, so he'll be playing with like Alexis Sanchez and Vidal.
Yeah.
Rather neat. I could have maybe put this a lot higher. Again, this episode, I must say, I've been very mean to Atari.
You've been absolute savage, mate.
Just like horrible. You got the next questions as well coming up, mate. These ones, I don't know how you're going to do some of these questions.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not going to be thinking about it. I'm just going to go quick fire, mate.
Swing.
Yeah.
Quick fire now.
All right.
Let's find out if Tardy does know the next question, which would have been for 6,000 FIFA points. How much of a pace boost has Team of the Season Jose Fonte had from his regular gold card? Is it A, 22, B, 33, C, 44, or D, 55?
I remember his regular card is unusable. Like I know it.
What pace would you put on it?
I think it was like 30 or something, like something dumb.
But do you know the Team of the Season pace?
I don't actually. But they couldn't have upgraded it that much, you know, like... What was the questions again? Like, I mean, the answers?
20, 22, 33, 44, 55.
Definitely, they would need to make it usable. So it's not like 20... Or what's the other one?
33, 44, 55. It's basically, does he have 50, 60, 70 or 80 pace?
I'm thinking it's going to be in the 70s, to be honest. Because I can't see them upgrading it that much. But then also, they can't upgrade it by such a small amount, because then the card is dead.
It's a dead card anyway. I don't think anyone's
Yeah,
really
of course it's going to be a dead card. Because even if it's like borderline 80, it's not good enough anymore.
Yeah, no, you need 99 pace with Walker at centre back.
Exactly. So I just need to remember like around how much he initially had. But for some reason, it's either in the 20s or the 30s. I'm pretty sure, because I'm like, who the hell is going to touch this guy every time I packed him? So what's the higher amounts?
44 and 55.
They're quite close. I think I'm going to go with the mid-range one, 44.
And that is the correct answer. Well
done,
Tony.
My God.
If only I switched those two around. I thought it was a good question, though, because he basically is one of the slowest. I think he is like second slowest on the game in terms of base golds.
What was his initial pace?
31, and he's gone... Is it 31? He's gone to 76, and he started as 31.
So I was on the right track, because I couldn't see them boosting it all the way to 80. That is just a lot.
Yeah.
How much he had.
I think the mid 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, let me see if my maths were correct there.
Oh my God.
So, base gold is 32, and he's gone to 76. So yeah, 44. Otherwise, obviously 31 to 76 doesn't make sense. It's 44, does it? No. So obviously you had to have 32 pace.
Yeah.
Question number 12 would have been for 12,000 FIFA points. In the previous two FIFA Ultimate teams, how many different cards has Neymar had?
Ooh,
is it A11, B13, C15, or D17?
This is hard. Like, you would need to remember every single one. But I know he had a crap ton. And this is you combining two Ultimate teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you pretty much made it. If the guest gets to this stage, it's impossible to
usually
win.
People can usually... No, people have got this actually correct in the past, this question. They can usually get 21 bang on. It's whether like they can remember all the cards from last year.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You've combined both games, so you could make it impossible. So
maybe.
Could you tell me the higher numbers? Because I'm going to go with one of them.
What's your logic on that?
He's had a lot of cards.
11's a lot. If you split it in two, you got
Listen, this is my logic. This is what I want to go with.
It's 15 or 17 are the higher options.
You know what? You said the past two games, right?
Yep.
I'm going to go with the same one that I did with Fonte, 15. Mid-range.
And it was actually 11. I kind of double bluffed with that. I pushed all the numbers higher because you'd assume Neymar has had a lot of cards.
Which he did.
I think he's had 5 this year and 6 last year, so it's not that many for saying. I guess there's not that many upgrades they can really do because he starts as a 92.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, I could recall all of the ones that he had this year, but last year as well is impossible for me. Because even if I calculate this year's ones, it would be like 5 to 6, right? But then I have to remember, okay, how many did he have last year? And you could easily get 9 or 10 or whatever in one game. I mean, who has the most in this games? Probably Bruno Fernandes or something?
Yeah, Bruno's got a good, 23, I think. On the last two
I'm
FIFAs
not going to
anyway,
check because it might help me.
I think he had 13.
Ones.
Yeah. I can't remember. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. How many different gold cards did DR Congo have on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team? Is it A4, B5, C6, or D7?
Who is that guy?
Somebody sent me this question. I was like,
oh my God.
I've got to use that question. Can you think of any DR Congo golds? Just regular gold cards as well.
Yeah, I do. Back in the day, mate. Adebayo.
He's from Togo.
I know. Wait, what's the flag? Am I allowed to Google the flag? Because I've already lost, right?
The blue. Yeah, the blue with the...
Balassi. That's the only one that
Balassi's flag, yeah. So there's one. And I've actually... So what I've done for this, Atadi, is Balassi's got an Everton card and a Middlesbrough card, so I've only counted him as one. and I think he's the only transfer played as well. So
okay,
just to make it slightly, just so you don't have to remember two different versions.
All right, tell me the answers again.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm just gonna go with the least because I can't remember many of them. 4.
And it was actually 7. It was
my days! What?
They've got like 3 centre backs. Bakambu from the CSL.
Okay, I remember him. Yeah.
And there's Mbemba from Porto. But yeah, Whowman doesn't actually have a gold card. He's a silver. So I wasn't too sure if you remembered Whowman and then just thrown him in there.
To be honest, I don't remember many of them. So
no, they're all like stinkers. They're all
Yeah.
like 75, 76. Like, to be honest, that was a very tricky question. Like a lot of these have been in this episode.
no, but it should be at this stage. You know.
Yeah, to be fair, 25,000
Yeah.
FIFA points. I've got to make these hard.
Yeah.
Question number 14 would have been for 50,000 FIFA points. Which of the following base gold FIFA 21 players have the highest aggression stat? Is it A, Vidal, B, Ben Pearson, C, Diego Costa, or D, Sead Kolasinac?
Is this just the base cards?
Yeah, just the base gold, so they don't have any boosted stats.
I remember Costa is
Arturo
quite aggressive.
They've all got like overnight aggression. They're
Yeah.
very aggressive people, these are.
Yeah. Vidal is up there as well. The other two, I just cannot.
Do you remember what happened with Ozil and Kolasinac was it last year or the year before?
No, what happened?
So Ozil was getting like mugged by these like.
Oh yeah, I watched that actually.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Kolasinac comes in and
Yeah.
like gets them away, and I think that's why EA boosts his aggression.
I do remember that. I'm gonna go with Costa.
If I was you, I'd have probably gone for Costa, but it was actually Ben Pearson, the 75 rate goal
my God.
from the championship. He's got basically this Ben Pearson guy is ridiculously dirty. Like, you'll get a yellow card a game,
So
and
is
you'll get sent
Costa,
off like
though.
every. Yeah, but like this guy is horrible. He's got 95 aggression. I think Costa had 93.
Yeah.
Kolasinac has like 91, and Vidal had 90 or something like that. But yeah, very tricky question. Shall we find out if you know the final question, which
It's probably the easiest.
You might be able to work this one out, Atani, if
Alright.
you know some numbers. What is the rating difference between Mbappe's first ever Ultimate Team card on FIFA 17 and his FIFA 17 Team of the Season? Is it A, 16, B, 18, C, 20, or D, 22? So do you remember Mbappe's first ever card?
I think it was bronze, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of someone else? Definitely, I don't remember much from FIFA 17. I can't even remember what happened last year. But is he one of those cards like Pogba where throughout the years he became from bronze to like a Team of the Season card?
What rating do you think the Team of the Season would be if he...
Probably in the 90s, honestly, because what is this? FIFA 17?
Yeah.
Was he at PSG at that point?
Monaco.
Monaco.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the options were
Probably
16,
in the 80s
18.
then. I don't
No.
see them giving Mbappe
Oh.
Monaco 90s. Who knows though? Tell me the options again.
16, 18, 20, 22. So if you just make an assumption at one end and then take it off or add it.
Yeah. Can I use a calculator real quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't usually get your calculator on Millionaire, but I'll let you off for this one.
I've already lost,
Some
mate.
big, yeah, you're already out at this point. I guess you could just use your calculator and see what you get.
All right, so let's take for instance his first card is a silver. So let's see, the highest silver would be a 74.
Mm-hmm.
If we let's say add 18 to that, that would equal around 92, which is, you know, viable. What's the other one?
16, 20, 22.
So it could be from 90 to above, basically, if he's a silver. But I obviously can't remember the first card he's had.
That's the key to this question.
Yeah. Now, is he a 92? Because I don't think he was a gold. I think he was either bronze or silver. That's what I'm assuming, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first one's 16, right?
Yep.
So, at 16, he'll be 90 rated if he was a 74 rated gold.
Silver.
Silver, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the lowest one.
Like you've done on quite a few of the other questions.
Because I feel like 90 is okay. I feel like that is around what he should be. If he wasn't a 74 rated silver, if he was like 73, 72, then he'll be like in the higher 80s, which I think is pretty good for Mbappe at Monaco.
Yeah. If he's a low rated silver but then got that bigger boost, that's also what you got to consider.
That is true, but that's the thing. I can't remember what his initial card was.
Just take a swing then, Atani. What are you going to go for?
The lowest one.
And it was actually 18. That was a rather tricky question, but yeah, he started as a 71 and he went to an 89.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not going to lie. This might be like the mastermind version of FIFA. Like, this has been incredibly difficult. Like, apart from the couple of jokey questions at the start, there was the Champions League question, but other than that, it's been rather difficult. I'm not going to lie.
Like the Champions League question, if I fully watched everything and remembered every single team where they went out, it would be not a wasted lifeline, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't remember where Atletico went out, and I couldn't risk it. And obviously, I could have used the lifeline. I can't remember which question did I go out on. It was a really hard one. Oh, the Bolivia one. Yeah.
To be honest, that question again, I could have probably switched that with the question after, which was the font, which was more FIFA related, and you could kind of work out. Whereas the Ben Brereton one, if you hadn't seen that he's being called up for the Chile squad, then there's no chance in hell that you're going to know.
You want to know something funny as well? If I asked the audience, I don't think they would have known either. So.
Shall I just throw that one out and just see? I'll put the poll in.
Put the poll. Let's see what they...
Yeah, you've done rather well for saying how difficult today's episode has been, Atani. I do kind of sympathise with you. I think I've really given you a tough hand today. But then again, the last few weeks, I think basically it's like trying to work out how difficult each episode is and try to make it as fair as possible for everyone. But I've probably failed that today. But nevertheless, if you guys haven't already, drop a sub to Atani's channel. Drop a like on this video if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
Wait, since you feel so sorry for me, you might as well just give me the FIFA points then.
I'll just cut that out of the video. It's fine, Atani. Don't
worry. Wow, look at this guy.
Nobody will hear that bit. The outro's they're already going out. They're spinning around the studio.
I'm not sending you anything then.